Good morning. I'm Dr. Kemi Olunloyo. Today is April 28, 2025. 47 years ago, my family was traveling to Lagos at 7 p.m. at night in a fatal journey that would change our lives. There are 3 documentaries coming in today, part 1, 2, and 3, and I want everybody to watch and learn from my story. For the whole month of April, I made 57 videos to respond to people telling me on April 6th that I haven't mourned my father. Little did you know that I was going through a lot all my life, revolving around my father. Now that you know the whole story, it is time for me to get treatment for the long-standing post-traumatic stress disorder that I have suffered all my life. And most of it came from my father's hands. I wrote a write-up this morning, and it's embedded in this video. I want everybody to read it. If you can, please donate anything to me. I've flown into West Africa now, and I'm at a hospital where I'm going to be an outpatient, seeing a psychotherapist, and also treating my back pain and neuropathy and everything else happening. I have had numerous mental episodes with regards to this incident. And I want you to listen to me carefully because this can happen to anybody. On the left is my brother Akintayo. The day before we traveled in 1978 and ran into the Ali Moscow rioters. A year after, this is what my brother looked like. After brain surgery, Professor Ojikutu and Professor Kwaku Adadevo were the neurosurgeons. Both late now. They were the best in Nigeria, Ibiyeomie Hospital. And many of you know Professor Adadevo as the former Unilag Vice Chancellor and the father of Stella Ameyo Adadevo. Grew up together as family friends, and many of you remember her as the Ebola doctor that sacrificed everything to save Nigeria from an Ebola epidemic. Professor Adadevo and Professor Ojikutu sliced open Tayo's brain and fixed what they could. Tayo traveled to several countries, including the Philippines, for treatment. He would come back and be told that there was nothing anybody could do. He had lost his ability to walk, lost the use of his left hands, and suffered 43 years of seizures. My brother stopped school at 10 years old, something that caused a big fight between my family and my dad. My dad was only concerned about his political career and himself. He never told the world that I was sexually molested, sexually assaulted brutally by over 25 men on Ikorodu that night. Every time I tried to tell the world, he would shut me down by calling me mentally unstable and went as far as paying journalists to write the same thing. In the Premium Times, Nicholas Ibekwe wrote an article, and the Nigerian Tribune all the time. Oladapo Ogunwusi's era as editor. I wouldn't keep quiet. I have to heal. I'm going through a lot, and I've gone through it. Somebody asked, why now? It's not why now. You were not part of the conversation in 2015 when I told the world on my father's 80th anniversary. He continued to push mentally unstable to the media. How old were you? You were 14, 13 in 2015. So you were not part of the conversation asking me why now. But if you know what post-traumatic stress disorder is, I've been having PTSD since then. Why now? Because an event happened where the aggressor or the person that led to the aggressiveness has died. It's called closure. Let me tell you a little bit about my brother. This was the day before we left for the journey, April 1978. This is how I was with my dad. In April of 2016, he came to visit Tayo on the 28th because of that event. And this is a picture of us when he was leaving. After I was discharged from LUTH, I got 17 stitches in my vaginal area. Those of you laughing at me, you need to know that one day this could happen to you, your child, or your grandchild. Especially that woman who said, how can you be having trauma 50 years later? You need to go to your kitchen and get 20 plastic forks. Hold it in one hand, 20. And then tell your grandchild who's 13 to lie down on the bed and then stick it down through their vagina. In and out, in and out, in and out for 20 minutes. That's how I felt that night. So if you think that the pain isn't deep, it is very deep. I went back to Ibadan to live with my family, my cousins. One of my cousins was attacked on Facebook 2 weeks ago for saying I made this up. It didn't happen. Well, it happened. My father didn't let you guys know. So going back to Ibadan, I destroyed a very beautiful picture of me and my dad. I wrote that X on it. It's been like that since 1978. This is my mother's 40th birthday. We were living in 2 Bedwell Road, Ikoyi, Lagos, the house that Muritala Mohammed left when he was assassinated, near the Federal Secretariat. You can see the Federal Secretariat behind. This is what our family looked like. Taya was now in the wheelchair. This was my mother's 40th birthday. At this time, my father would be 45. Funke and Binga were missing in the picture. I don't know who took the photo, but this is what we look like during the governorship in Oyo State. This is the official first family picture. And there's Tayo highlighted there. He couldn't walk anymore since age 8. Some of you remember Oyeleke at Adesoye College. The last and my baby brother. That's the little 2-year-old in between my parents there. You can see me in the back with glasses. This is my mom and my aunt. You can see the Federal Secretariat in the background. On Tayo's birthday. Tayo turned 14 on April Fool's Day. So imagine a year later. I think this is 1979. He came out of the 6-week coma and he went and traveled abroad for almost a year. So they had a beautiful birthday for him. This is my mom and this is my aunt. Some of you know my aunt very well. Her name is Auntie Olunloyo. Olunloyo was a school teacher, an educationist, and a phenomenal writer of children's books. That was them in 1979 at Tayo's next birthday. On my 53rd birthday, I invited TVC and other media to join me as I celebrated my birthday with disabled people at Oluyole Cheshire Home in Ibadan, a home for motherless babies of disabled people. Many of the disabled adults that I saw there were abandoned by their families because they couldn't take care of them anymore. So I took my food and my cake over there and we celebrated together. Taya was my special guest. My brother was on the high table that day. And this is our photograph leaving. And I sat this way because Taya was the one sitting in the middle of the car and I was on that side and my dad was on the third side. Remember, when the accident happened, my dad fled. He left us and we were attacked. Taya's 41st birthday, I try to make him look cool by getting these sunglasses. And I always told this story every year. This is 2011 when I was in Canada. Taya wanted to be like us. He wanted to go out to supermarkets. He wanted to go to ShopRite with me. He wanted English food, stir fry. So I would take him to ShopRite and he would get to go around the store. Fatai, thank you so much. And everybody in the store that helped me with Tayo's coming to visit ShopRite. My father stopped school for Tayo at 10, something my mother and the rest of the family were angry about. It was always about him, and he was using Tayo for more power. He used Tayo to get money from the federal government. He used Tayo to get money from leaders. And I would teach Tayo iPad, iPhone, YouTube. That's all the stuff I was teaching him, selfies. I spent a lot of time with my brother because I wanted him to have the good life too. This was my father's 75th birthday and Taya's 40th birthday. Taya would photobomb my mom and everybody else. You could see him in the background. Anytime a picture was taken, that's my brother Ayobami. And this is a letter from President Babangida and President Obasanjo checking on him. And that's the story. Read the write-up. Thank you so much. And please donate.
Thank you
Akintayo Olunloyo, my brother, was 49 yesterday, April 1st, 2019. He thanked you for the birthday greetings. I want to thank you myself, Kemi Olunloyo Olunloyo. Tayo has lost a lot of his muscle control. As you can see, he's trying to move. He's also lost the use of his left hand. So this is all as a result of the accident in 1978, the Ali Moscow riots, where we were attacked in the car. I was 13, and I went through a lot myself, but Tayo is managing. I really appreciate everybody that gave greetings. I really appreciate the 7 people that sent him gifts. Thank you to those 7. Thank you to all of you, whether you sent a gift or whether you sent a greeting. The greetings were overwhelming. The posts, the comments on social media. I really appreciate everybody. Kemi Olunloyo Olunloyo, April 2nd, 2019, Ibadan, Nigeria. Tayo, happy birthday. April 1st, 2019, 49 years old. Happy birthday, Tayo. Onjo, how are you? This is my brother Tayo. I'm Kemi Olunloyo Olunloyo in Ibadan, Nigeria. He's now 49 today. I've been telling this story all day on Instagram and Facebook. Happy birthday, Tayo. He's smiling. He's having breakfast. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Thank you, everybody. If you want to send him a gift, I've put the number there. But I appreciate everybody's wishes. Nothing more than wishes. Tayo, say hello. This is my friends. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank everybody. He's tired.